I don't even know. Stone lifting the Stanley Cup. Yeah! Let's go. Go, Knights, go. Why? Oh my goodness. Yeah, he's gorgeous. I never thought I'd see that in a hockey game. I'll take it. Golden Knights win 3-2 over the Anaheim Ducks in overtime. Why did this game get to overtime? Oh, okay. Right from the beginning, for the first like 3.5 minutes, the Golden Knights looked like they were gonna have this all just packaged nicely, wrapped with a bow, and just, then we didn't even score the first goal. And I mean, 5 out of our 7 shots in the first period were in that first 5 minutes of the period, and just, we were just shot out of a cannon and had the puck in their zone, and it was great. Man, it looks like we're on the power play right now. And then Cam Fowler happened. About halfway into the first period, Ricardo Kell sends the puck in, and then Sonny Milano and Dylan Coughlin are battling for it in the boards. The puck gets kicked out. Cody Glass looks over his shoulder behind him, doesn't see anybody, but by the time he sees the puck over, he goes for it, but Cam Fowler beats him to it, and because he went for it, Cam Fowler's now towards the net where Cody Glass isn't. Fowler sends it over to Raquel, who winds up and flings this thing past Fleury in between his arm and his body to open up the scoring 1-0 Anaheim.
Fowler pitching in to keep it in. Raquel shot, score! It's been a while for Raquel.
What? Between the arms. Oh my god. Cody Glass looking for who he's supposed to be guarding, and it turns out it was the guy that just assisted on that goal. Fleury almost had this one too, and so it's just, I'm not even gonna mention our first power play because you score here, I will not question your power play for the rest of the year. We went on the power play and did not record a single shot.
Yeah, but were you expecting anything different?
Yes! At least one! Getzlaf, Whitecloud, and Comtois are battling for the puck in our defensive zone, and the puck somehow magically makes its way into the slot where Cam Fowler is just winding up and slaps this thing so hard. The crest on Fleury's jersey just disappears. A bullseye to hit the Vegas Golden Knights emblem, but that doesn't go in.
A lot of shots early.
Oh my gosh. Cam Fowler. Oh, thank goodness for Fleury. And less than a minute later, Keegan Kolazar is battling with Cam Fowler for the puck, and he kicks it over to Petro, who's playing up again. Petro sends it through, I think, like 6 guys to get it over to Theodore, who's manning the point by himself. Theodore sends it back to Pietrangelo, who's outside of that face-off dot and now has time and space, and then just rips this thing right past John Gibson to tie the game 1-1. Theodore. Wow, Petro. Yeah! Oh my gosh. What a shot! This shot was perfectly placed. Keegan Kolazar with an assist on this, and he's assisted on both Pietrangelo goals this year, so let's just keep playing them together. A great screen by Carrier in front too. And now it's time for the second period. Neither team is really able to generate many shots on goal here. About 7 minutes into the second period, Fleury with 2 incredible back-to-back saves off of Max Jones. And Comtois right there because of a defensive turnover in our end, and
pass it in the middle, Jones, and he's robbed by Fleury.
Not yet halfway into the second period, Silverberg tries to bat the puck into our own end. Petro's there to corral it, and then just sends it right to the stick of Carlson, who weaves through 3 Ducks to create it one-on-one with him and Gibson. Battling these 3 Ducks behind him still, he's getting knocked to the ground and then just lifts this puck from the ground over Gibson's shoulder. Petro sends it. Carlson, score! Oh my gosh, what a goal! Duck, 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 goal! What a goal! This was nuts! And what a pass from Petro. By far, Petro's best offensive game as a Golden Knight so far this year. The only other real chance this period came from Fleury trying to play the puck and sending it right to Getzlaf, intercepting it, who sends it back to the slot for Max Jones. Max Jones slings it, but Fleury stops it, so it's 2-1 Vegas going into the third. And right off the bat, I do not feel good. Getzlaf gets it up to Milano, who streams in, gets it it back to Getzlaf, who takes his one-timer, and Fleury stops this, and then the rebound from Max Jones, Fleury stops as well. 7 minutes later, there's another defensive turnover on our end. That leads to another fantastic chance for the Ducks, this time for Grant, and then Fleury bailing us out again.
Under a little bit of pressure from Delorier, Steele centered it, crack, put it on goal, and a save.
Oh my gosh. And then Grant immediately trips Cody Glass trying to get that rebound, so we go to another power play, and then we're not on the power play because of the weakest call I've seen so far this year. Apparently, Shea Theodore interfered with Adam Henrique. He just fell over, and Theodore's like, what am I supposed to do? They were both battling for the puck. That should not have been a penalty. Penalty. You've got to be kidding me. So our 12-second power play makes us 0 for 2 for the night. But, you know, whatever. Calls are going to happen. Calls are going to happen again. 23 seconds later, Hampus Lindholm doing things you cannot do. Mark Stone trying to get to the net, gets past Lindholm, and Lindholm's like, oh, you did such a good job, buddy. Hugs. I don't know what he... Stone. Where's the call on that? Thank you. So we go to 4-on-3 power play for 1 minute and 20 seconds. Our power play is the worst. If you could define our power play in one word, what would that word be?
Pointless.
The only person that's wanting to take shots on our power play is freaking Max Pacioretty. Nobody was looking for a shot there. Mark Stone, Petro, like, Mark Stone not looking for a shot is something we should fix, but you know, okay. Nothing ends up happening, so we go back to 5-on-5. Sam Steele and White Cloud both try to go for the puck, and it sends it up flying. Then Ricard Raquel hits the puck, and it bounces off of Fleury's pads, and then Adam Henrique buries it for a tie game.
And the puck high in the air, right in front of the net. Henrique scores! That puck fell to Adam Henrique.
Vegas doesn't like the call, so they challenge, and it was close. They were challenging that Raquel had a high stick on it. There wasn't a stoppage of play.
The call on the ice is confirmed. Goal.
There are two explanations given. This one by the Ducks broadcast, because Fleury was the first to touch it, even if the high stick was high, play isn't stopped because there was a change of possession. The official ruling from Toronto was that Raquel's stick was at shoulder level instead of above shoulder level, so it wasn't even a high stick to begin with. Mike McKenna was talking about this in the post-game analysis, but like when a delayed penalty is called, the offensive team can take shots, and the change of possession happens when you take possession of the puck. If it bounces off you, that doesn't count as a change of possession, and that's what they were claiming happened with Fleury. It wasn't, not a high stick, so it's a tie game 2-2. At least Comtois didn't get a point. But because we challenged it, it's gonna be a penalty. The rest of the third period, the best player on the ice was Marc-Andre Fleury. Going for poke checks, kicking out his foot, stopping Raquel. Well, that and the post. Hutton from the blue line sends it, and it bounces off the ice and hits the crossbar and goes out.
Top long wrist shot deflected.
These are the lines that beat the Avalanche 3-0. And that'll take us to overtime.
Let's go, Knights. Kick their butt.
And within the first minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. Amazing saves by Fleury. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
Converted Northwood Chattenkirk. Now in front, love to show the wrist shot.
Yeah, Fleury! Oh my gosh! And then back to the other side. Mark Stone passes it up for Pacioretty, who gets up to the Gibson, and then Gibson robs Pacioretty. Patches! He missed. He missed. How did you miss that? About a minute later, Marchessault with the puck passes it over to Tuck, who streams in. This guy's speed is nuts. And he gets right up to Gibson, tries to go shorthand on the short side, and Gibson robs him too. Tuck!
Driving to the net, and he missed it short side.
A minute later, on the other end, Getzlaf just tries to spin it back to get Fleury on his far side. Fleury with another fantastic save. What would we do without this guy? Theodore collects the puck and gets it over to Smith. Smith has to reach for this puck and then just sends it up to Carlson. Again, for another breakaway opportunity. Goes from his forehand, gets Gibson to bite, so he goes back to his backhand and just beating Gibson's outstretched foot. Finishes the game. Carlson! Come on, come on, come on, come on! Yeah! Carlson!
Good job, Carlson, but good job,
Fleury! Oh my gosh! William Carlson! What a move! Oh my gosh!
Honestly, aren't you glad we had to go to overtime? Because
No!
that was so much more exciting.
The Ducks should not have a point! Where to start with this game? William Karlsson now has 5 goals in his last 2 games in Anaheim. Theodore with 2 assists on the night, and they had this to say. From Sinbin, Vegas. Me and Theo always say before the games, these guys didn't want us, so there's always some added motivation for these games. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Karlsson was taken from the Columbus Blue Jackets. What's he talking about? Well, before Karlsson was on the Blue Jackets, he was drafted by the Anaheim Ducks, and so was Shea Theodore, and we got them both in the expansion draft. Fleury's 100th regular season VGK win, and what a win it was! Fleury making fantastic saves all night, and especially when it mattered most at the end of the third and overtime. Other things to talk about from this game, Karlsson got a lot of blood on him in the first period, and it was his own because he was high-sticked and it was missed, and that's okay because refs miss stuff sometimes, right? Martinez got drilled. Since the moment we've gotten Martinez, he's been the king of shot blocks. He's 2nd in the league right now, and it's not close between him and 3rd. We also got him from the Kings. Took one to the knee earlier, and then he went to go and block a shot with his stick, and then it went straight up into his throat. Right into his throat. Oh, Martinez, props to you for that. Karlsson, props to you for getting a gash in your neck and getting 2 goals in the same night. Oh, geez, that's a lot of blood. Oh, we won. We won. We won. That's gonna be it for Game 17's nightly review. Thank you so much for watching and have a good night. Yeah, Martinez! Oh my gosh! We were there! What? Guys! Duck, 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 goal!